from a little bathroom.
I told Amanda, she goes, you sure?
What? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, backpackers.
Oh, staying with the backpackers.
yeah.
No, there's nothing,
They have like...
Week, you sure?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, with absolutely no hesitation or doubt whatsoever. Like, that is just so easy for me to organise. And I can actually get you guys passes to Australia Zoo too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so like a week's accommodation and passes to Australia Zoo. I'll send you the details.
Go get that generator thing.
Now,
Where would you like me to put this one?
I'll get my costume hat out.
Okay. You gonna wear it or?
Do you want to wear a costume hat?
I'll find really good
Alright, let's go outside.
Simon said yes. Simon, we are not in New South Wales.
you know where we are, yeah?
No, I haven't been.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, this is called the John Darien Watershed, and there's a creek down there, and I grew up on the other side of the river.
Probably finishes more days than it starts.
Oh, don't ask me. That took me like 2 days.
Oh, yeah.
And then the dinner your damper that you're going to make, I will then use those for your lunch instead of the rolls that I've made. So you'll still get to eat yours.
4 cups flour.
One cup, 2 halves.
What is 2 cups of flour?
Yeah.
And that's
Wow,
a
what is
third,
it?
so.
What are 2 of them?
So you're in big trouble. You got a half?
Thanks.
There's a half. That's
Got it.
I'm a bit worried they're going to get burnt here. Once they've got their ingredients, can they sit in the shade and do it?
It takes a couple of minutes.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You better pass the flying colours.
What's the biggest do you want to show you?
It's like that. That's a Huey pinch. Remember Huey?
Is that a pinch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Just a little
they're
pinch.
Italians. Italians.
Oh. Then we have, now just a little bit of water. I would normally in mine put 2.5 cups.
2.5
So
cups.
we only want a little bit. Better to have a little bit and add more than too much and try and fix it, or you're going to get just a big wet ball of nothing. Right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I want this to feel like. If it's just, see this one, see this? Mine is even too moist, but that's about what I want it to look like. Too wet, add flour, and there you go. Yes.
One that's going. Yeah, it's okay.
The only reason, if it's too moist, it will not cook. I can leave it on all day, it will not cook. It'll be wet, doughy in the middle. But if you're making a damper out cooking, you can add fruit, mix it with lemonade, ginger beer, ginger ale. That's me there at the handle. You're number 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. Well, you could have come and helped me had I known you were there. You lazy sod. I'm on a schedule. I'm hurrying.
No burning.
I do burn. Sometimes.
I've got to come back here in about 10 minutes to say Debbie, those things are burning.
So help yourself to that. and I've got a little butter there, and there's syrups on the table. And I'll just pour tea. If anybody would like coffee, just say you want a coffee.
Wow. This is like, I'm thinking that everyone will really enjoy this because it's different. Really, really different.
Okay, so if you'd like some more, just come up and help yourself.
Thank you very much. Not bad, really.
I have cards and stuff, you know, I like 420.
Oh, I can't look at you, man. I can't stop laughing.
All the girls on the side. I'm just going to embrace.
I just want you to break out in like, the hills are alive with the song of you.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Mary Lou.
I used to babysit this young lady. That's how come I know the Elliots quite well.
Oh, my maiden name is Elliot.
Have you got any stories about Claire?
Oh, no, I'll keep it. That's why I said, how's Kent?
Yeah.
Well, these children used to come over here when my mother was the damper cook here. Remember that?
Yeah.
As kids, they used to come over and used to get tea and damper with Mum all the time.
Yeah.
They used to come over here with Mum. Mum was only saying that once that you guys, and they used to sit there and no shoes on, they used to sit there and have their tea and damper. But that was great, wasn't it, darling?
It was magic childhood.
You don't know how much truth there is.
Yeah.
I know so much.
Yeah.
It's possible.
You
don't know how much
when Howard came out was when Phoebe died, my aunt came to my mum.
Give me it.
She obviously felt inclined to tell my mum.
I should have listened to Mr. G.
Thing that she says from.
Oh my God, I know.
Someone let the Welshie loose with a bell.
I've been the historian here ever since we started, back in 1973. Coming up to 40 years next year. It's a long time. I have been involved with this area here for a much longer time than that. I was born and bred in this region here. I went to school with Claire's father.
Oh, did you?
Well, we went to the same school. We went in the same class. He was younger than me.
Oh.
But I've known Tony for a long time, and I've known your mother, Sally, ever since Tony and Sally married. I've known the children all their lives. Sitting on top of that, what they had before refrigerators. This is what's known as a Kalgoorlie safe. It was a cool area, and what happened was the top of it here is a water storage area. You ever want to be a teacher back in that time?
Married or engaged. You'd be dismissed.
The timbers that came off the station here came from a huge range of different sorts of conditions. The main timber they used for the construction of the building was iron bark. Because the property went all the way to the Bunya Mountains, they had access to rainforest timber. Back in the days when this building was built, they didn't have paints. The only way they could preserve timber was to oil it. That's why when you look inside here, it's very dark. All of the old homesteads like this were all built in the same principle. This building had almost all the original timber in it. The only thing that we had to renew was the flooring on the verandas because that's subject to weathering. These two rooms here were bedrooms. This is the main lounge room in here. This building is fairly unique for those times in that it has a fireplace in it. it certainly was very, very much appreciated in the winter time, because the temperatures here on the Darling Downs get very cold in the winter time. But very, very few of the homesteads of that period, unless they were built out of stone, didn't have fireplaces in them. It was where fires always started, and that's what caused most of the homesteads to burn down. On the top of that wall was a metal channel that went right around it, and water ran into that channel, and out of the channel they had little siphons that siphoned the water out into the charcoal, and it trickled down through the charcoal, keeping it constantly moist, and the air movement going through that charcoal into the internal room would keep the temperature in the summertime, in the heat of summer like now, as much as 15 degrees cooler than what it was outside. They could keep their perishable food products in this room here for up to a week without it going off.
It's felt. Keep going.
It'll take 10 minutes.
Not much to do doing this sort of stuff. Anyone can do it. It's only a matter of just keeping the hammer moving and flicking your wrist.
Well, you've got the technical part, you've got to hold this, and watch and see when it comes into the right side. So you just hold this in, and I keep turning that, and that squeezes it in, and just drops in the other silicone mark. It doesn't take too much in one spot, otherwise you'll only get a flat spot. And if you know what to do, you take one there and put somewhere else.
And to do that around the shed, which was a pretty dusty sort of area, they cobbled all the yard. The other reason was to allow the manure to fall through. You'll notice all the grapes are setting to the floor, you see it here now. These are all operations. Back to the shed, and here we do the rest of the tour.
This is where they do all the dancing?
That's correct?
Yeah.
When you do your dance here, but bush dance. Bush dance, right? Yeah, not bush. Ready? Get up your bike.
There's a turn get on your bike.
Get on your bike. Run right there. I'll tell you where to go. Okay, go.
Keep going. I'm not finished yet. Faster, faster. Come on.
They make it small.
couldn't take.
I manage, I don't plan.
Oh, no stealing. Heritage listed.
Where are you allowed to steal?
Fairfax come out here.
Oh, yeah.
Time limit?
Ah, hey, you got me a photo.
Yeah.
Well, I should put this flash on. Yeah. It's a bit hard with the light in the back.
Yeah.
Nice one. You're very much welcome, my lady.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's fine. Do you like Friday by then?
Oh yeah, that's nice.
So what do you do?
Mine had the nipple.
No?
Oh.
Like the basketball stars in Wonderland. Okay, come on down.
That one's mine. That is a lot of damper, yeah, that is a lot.
That's mustard and that's fruit chutney. Nice, love.
Some form of couscous, yeah.
I went to go for the other one, but it was all long sleeve and vest. And
Got to admit, I did see this table set on about an hour and a half ago. When it
Yeah.
was, and I was like, oh, dude.
Rocking the blue suit.
Rocking the blue.
Hey, Abe. Good to see you.
How's you guys?
Good to see you.
How's you guys? How you going?
This is our chef, John. Hi. This is Abe. He's the chef at our cafe.
Hey, how you going?
How you going?
You're welcome.
How's things? Busy day?
Yeah.
Just in time. Just in time.
Like cats used to go and like sunbathe. He was like on all these like on this really lovely bed with like loads of cats just like lazing around, and he was just like really like fat. And my parents were just like felt really bad, but they were like, come on Ben. Like they felt so bad, and he was just like, I want to stay here with the cats that love me.
I like the sentiment, and it's good you're going
Does anyone need a drink? Does anyone need a drink? Yeah, we're going to have a really fun night tonight, I think. And Anna and I have worked tirelessly for the last 2 days. Oh, God. Sorry, Heng.
Always forget about me.
Oh, there's a dormouse. He's just so quiet. But yeah, we've just been working really hard to try and make it really nice. And to be honest, like it's been a bit stressful because, you know, we've been hoping that it meets everyone's expectations because we've sort of set the benchmark pretty high. But yeah, so we're all organised for you guys to arrive to our destination tonight at sunset, and hopefully we'll see some lovely things on the way to our destination. And I will say we will be roughing it, so hopefully you have bought a little bit of a mat or something to support what we have done. But yeah, it is probably going to be an all-nighter, put it that way, and a sleep in the car on the way home. And yeah, so it should be really fun, and just thank you very much for coming and making the effort to drive all that way and come out here and experience something which is really different from the everyday that we know. And I just thought it would be really nice for everyone, especially the ones that aren't from Australia, to come and see a little bit of this, and also for me just to be able to open my soul up a little bit more to you, because this is my home. Yeah. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful time.
That's so funny.
You didn't play down with the shop of your life. There you go. You get your first Kindle when you get.
Watch your head, Paul. Watch your head, Paul. Nose.
This is as far as we got.
That's so cool. Alright, cool.
This is so good, Claire.
Yeah, wonderful, wasn't it?
Thank
eh?
you. It's amazing.
Look at that, man.
I hope you like it.
Looks really good.
That's sick.
Well done, buddy.
So we'll give you the tour of our new home for the night. Are you ready?
Very nice.
Alright. That's awesome. This is the campfire. For lazy cigars after dinner. So everyone can just crash out here because all the nets come down.
Shock 'em.
And it's nice and comfortable. Try to make we've got a generator, so we can actually hook up like some really hardcore sound if we want to. Otherwise, we can just have acoustic music. In the box, you will find lots of mosquito repellent and stuff like that in the suitcase. And we'll light all these candles, and we've been staying here at night, and it's absolutely beautiful at night. And so you light that candle up in as the night goes on, you can just drop your little now, the tents that we have, the tents that we have to sleep in is 1, 2, 3 communal. So that's the best we could do. Hopefully you're happy to crash out in any number of those. They're all completely like animal proof and tight and zipped up.
Made like all these air channels.
I'll come back.
Dug it all in, and he's like, this is going to burn for about 6 hours. Okay, cool.
Okay, everyone else, we need firewood.
Firewood?
AIDS in charge.
You listen to Zeke. Otherwise, I'm occupied.
You'll be standing around drinking punch.
We can burn that table.
Alright, new plan.
Yeah, we can burn the table.
Everybody go and get some firewood. Everybody needs at least one piece of firewood that can burn for an hour.
Don't put it on the fire, let's stack it up next to the fire. Nobody here can carry a piece of firewood that can burn for an hour.
Oh, they were worse in there. Because we had all the... It's pretty good here because it's not in it, but still.
I gotta say...
A bit,
How would we hook that power up to the car?
It's working.
Yeah, we just got to keep
I'll keep out. Yeah.
Hey, can you get me a brick?
I started with the cheese and stuff now. Hey, Anna, is there a
Jesus, the rake is on fire.
That's not put on the ground. Put on the ground.
Saved it.
One more.
What? Well, I don't know if this has got any charcoal on it. Do you want to...
Last cutlet. Oh,
Yes, sweetheart.
Shotgun.
yep.
No. Sorry to let you down in your hour of need.
Beautiful.
You might have to talk to the Mad Hatter.
It's not a
There you
bad
go,
place.
baby.
It's not a bad place to be.
What's that?
Sausage plate.
Sausage plate, okay.
Salmon cheese.
I'm good, thank you very much.
Punch. Anyone for punch?
You relax.
Huh?
Do you want some fun?
Okay, hang on. Grab the other side there. Yeah. Oh. That one's
There we go.
crispy.
Good manoeuvre.
No! You're gonna come over and get them. Who wants the sausage? Okay. I want 10! You can have...
That's all you need to do. We're entertained. We're free.
I got stripes. I got stripes along my